I'm from the M-I-S-S-I, S-S-I, P-P-I.
Hold up, wait a minute, let me put my 2 cents in it, cause my rims on my truck, they still spinning.
Welcome to Swish and Swasher TV. Who we have the pleasure of speaking with right now?
Chip Warren.
What?
Chipper Warren.
Chipper Warren?
Chipper. Yep.
How do you get that nickname? Because
my
I know
three
that's not
sons.
your real name.
My 3 sons.
Your 3 sons?
My 3 sons.
You got
The show
three
My
sons?
3 Sons.
Yeah.
You know the show My 3 Sons?
No, I
Oh,
don't.
you're too young for that.
Where you from?
Cincinnati.
How old are you?
59.
Cincinnati, Ohio?
Oh, yeah. 59.
Okay. How you get, do you live here now?
I live in my vehicle.
I said, you say you live in your vehicle?
Yeah. Wherever my vehicle is at, that's where I'm at.
Okay, so you're homeless.
Yeah.
So, we here in Pearl River, Louisiana.
Yeah.
So what brings you to Pearl River, Louisiana? What made this here stop?
I got run out of Flying J in Gulfport.
So where you headed to next?
I got blessed with a bunch of water bottles.
Yeah.
A whole bunch of water. I'm heading to New Orleans, and somebody give me a cooler and some ice, and try to sell the water for $1 a bottle.
Okay, so that's your hustle. Wow.
I'd
That's
be hustling. I try not to panhandle. I try to hustle. Try to give you something back for your money.
Yeah, that's how I ended up meeting you. You offered to clean my
Windshield.
do my windshield.
For $1.
Yeah, for $1.
I
I
think you're
said-
crazy. You don't know for $1.
But I said you can make a little bit more doing this here. So, how long you been living in your car?
I'm 59. I've been living on the street. Well, I've only had that car for almost 2 years now. So, about 2 years.
About 2 years. So,
I've been on the streets almost my whole adult life.
yeah. So how did you end up in your situation?
Irresponsibility.
Irresponsibility. How was that?
Not wanting to pay bills. Don't want to pay bills. Want to party all the time.
So this is a free luxury life right here?
They both getting old.
What?
It's getting old.
It's
though.
getting old, so you're ready to, so what you gonna do about it? What your plans are?
I really don't know. To be honest with you.
You ever been married?
I'm still married. I kind of, I want to be married but
Got kids?
yeah,
How many kids?
2 that I know about. 2 that I know about.
Did you raise them?
Huh?
Did
No.
you raise them?
No.
Yeah. So how long you been traveling? Where,
I'm thinking about heading to the West Coast.
West Coast?
Yeah.
What?
Cause I don't have nobody.
You got a car or truck?
I got a SUV with a 2.5-year-old red-nosed pit bull.
Oh, so you got a pit bull in there too?
Please, baby.
Yeah. So you said you're gonna get you a cooler and sell you some water.
Yeah. I probably got 200 bottles of water out there. Deer Park water too.
Yeah.
Truck
So-
stop. There's a truck stop there in Gulfport called the QT. That they let me hang out there.
So why you get kicked out the Gulfport?
Because
Flying J.
drivers will complain, saying I'm out there asking for money.
So they actually go and report that type of stuff?
Yeah. And then they gotta come out.
All they gotta do is just say, I don't have it, and keep going.
Right, or say no.
Yeah. They gotta go report
So
it.
I've been trying to just get the drivers that are already come out of the store. Not
Yeah.
the ones going in like I hit you before you went in.
Yeah, like you said, you're not extra for the free. You extra.
Yeah, I'm
you
talking-
extra do a job to get the
Right.
money.
And some of the drivers, the windows is bad. I don't know how they see out the windows.
Yeah. They still refuse.
They refuse. I drove a truck when I was 21. I drove a semi, the 92, brand new Peterbilt, raspberry red with pink pinstripes. And it run 130 mile an hour, 80,000 pounds. That's why I learned how to drive.
Yeah.
My daddy taught me how to drive.
That's crazy, yeah.
130 mile an hour.
Yeah.
He said, you can only go 5 miles over the speed limit, and don't smoke no weed going down the road. Me and him would smoke weed together.
So you didn't have no CDLs? You
A
just.
chauffeur's license. A
Yep.
chauffeur's license back then.
Yeah.
Now I'm blind in one eye, so I had to take somebody. My cousin went and took my physical for me. I went and took all the other tests to get the job.
Yeah.
And then when they passed the CDL, they told me that I couldn't drive across country, and I was dumb and stupid. I would have grandfathered the CDL, and I could be driving a nice dump truck right now.
Yeah.
But I was stupid.
Yeah.
I couldn't drive across the state. I wasn't going to drive.
That's crazy, yeah.
Yeah. 'cause I want to drive a truck again bad.
The rules are real. They go to the
Yeah.
truck we was talking about earlier.
A lot different now. My daddy taught me how to run 5 log books.
5 laws.
5 log books. You kept 5 log books in that truck.
So that was back then, all back in the days when there wasn't no GPS or phones.
And when I got out of his truck, got into a truck called Olympic Express. I don't know if you ever heard of them, but they're out of business.
Yeah.
This truck wouldn't run 15 mile an hour up Flagstaff. I just got out of a truck that would run 80 mile an hour with a full load up Flagstaff.
Yeah,
80 mile an hour, all the way up the hill, no problem.
pull it.
Going up the hill, 80,000 pounds, right up the hill.
Up that Flagstaff
Up Flagstaff.
Phoenix?
In Arizona, yeah.
From Phoenix up to Flagstaff? Yeah, it snows up at Flagstaff.
It run. And one day, I was in this truck, it would run 71 mile an hour down the hill, 15 mile an hour up the fucking hill. My daddy passed me, going up Flagstaff, as a matter of fact. He passed me, I was on 15 mile an hour going up that fucking hill. He went by me like I was sitting still, which I was, 15 mile an hour. And when I got to the top of the hill, I read that all the way up as far as it goes, 71 mile an hour, and I pushed that clutch in and went by my daddy like he was sitting on Jags.
Yeah.
He said, I didn't teach you that, son. I said, no, but you taught me how to drive a truck fast.
That's all it needed. But you going over that 5 miles per hour, he told you, did it?
That was until we going through Amarillo, Texas, and I just smoked me a joint going down the road, had the window rolled down, had the police scanner going. He taught me everything now. I was doing exactly the way he taught me how to do it. And this truck, a Sioux truck, I don't know if you ever seen them Sioux trucks, that haul bananas. I was on 75 mile an hour driver, 75, cruising 75 mile an hour, and this truck went by me like I was sitting on the side of the fucking road.
Another 18-wheeler?
Yeah, went by me, I was sitting on the side of the fucking road, dude. I said, God damn, man, it shook my truck. I was going 75 mile an hour. I said, damn. I just kept it 75 mile an hour. The truck got the best fuel mileage, 75 mile an hour. The truck ran best. I wasn't sure if it was going to go 55 because it's Texas at night, 50 at night for truck.
Yeah.
My dad's in the back sleeping. And just as soon as the taillights almost got out of my sight of that trailer, somewhere by me,
Yeah.
the curtain come flying open, and my dad said, catch that motherfucker. He woke me up.
No.
Before he went inside Jack Daniels, got him in the passenger seat, and I commenced to catch that motherfucker. I got it going about, I had a 2100 RPM, the truck tacked out at 23. I had a 21. I said, how fast am I going, Dad? He said, you're going about 110. I said, I ain't going no fast. I couldn't even feel the steering tires.
Yeah.
I couldn't even feel the steering tires on the road, man. That's how that truck was moving, 110
Like you
miles
were
an hour.
flying.
I ran out the truck all the way from Redmond, Texas to Oklahoma City at 110 mile an hour. Didn't stop a beat. Didn't stop a beat all the way.
Yeah,
The taillight stayed right there. That was how fast he was running because that's how fast I was going, 110 all the way to Oklahoma City from Amarillo, Texas.
that's what them
You
trucks were
talking
wide
about
open
a
back
rush,
then.
boy. You talking-
No cops.
This is
No
late at
cops.
night. It's late at night.
Yeah.
You know, they had a couple cars on the road. They staying out of the fucking way though. They seen the truck coming.
Yeah.
You think, boom, one go by you,
Yeah.
and about 10 minutes later, boom, one go by you. I think you go.
Yeah. So that was back then.
It was a nice truck. I was a rookie truck driver. I was going down. You ever travel West Coast?
Yeah, I used to. Yeah.
On Interstate 1, going up north.
Yeah.
I was,
Going to Seattle, like going towards Seattle.
yeah, I was driving. I was in my dad's truck. He was sitting in the passenger seat, or I can't remember where he was at. But this guy was bad mouthing rookie truck driver. This truck driver was bad mouthing rookie truck driver. I could see him in his mirror, and I was just fixing to pass him. So I dropped it into 14th gear, into 15th speed, and I got up beside him. I said, "You know what's worse than a rookie truck driver? Let me tell you what's worse than a rookie truck driver." He said, "What's that?" I said, "A rookie in a large car. Hit that bitch in 15th gear and let him sit."
Yeah.
He didn't know what to say.
Yeah. So you had some good experience on the road in the trucking.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, because those some mountains up through there.
Laughlin, Nevada. You know where Laughlin, Nevada is?
Yeah.
Kingman, Arizona.
Yeah.
You go
I used to go
Laughlin?
all through all that.
If you go through Laughlin, if you go to Laughlin through Kingman, you're going to hit
Yeah.
the 2 roads. There's 2 lanes that says trucks and trailers not recommended. Trucks and trailers not recommended.
No, I ain't seen them.
It's
Yeah.
on a 2-lane highway. And if you don't know how to drive, you better not go down them roads.
Yeah.
Because you're going to have no brakes trying to get done. My dad taught me all the tricks. All right.
Yeah. So you know, y'all had the Jake brakes there.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Oh, you know how to use the Jake brakes. Yeah. Was you on a 10 speed, 8 speed,
18,
15?
15. Up against the dash.
You ever drove the two sticks?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, that's way old.
Yeah.
I was if I could drive an automatic right now.
You said what?
An automatic truck, I ain't never seen one.
Yeah. So how was this? Was it a lot of partying with the truckers back then?
Well, I had a second seat. I drive 300 to 500 miles before I stop the truck. I wouldn't stop the truck unless I do at least 300 miles. And when I stop, usually at a place I party at. I go to the party, come out and wake my second seat up and say, it's your turn to drive. I'll be drunk in hell.
Yeah.
You have to drive.
So you should be rolling and drinking.
No, I wouldn't roll and drink.
Oh, you would drink and then.
I would smoke weed, but I wouldn't drink.
Yeah.
I wouldn't drink.
Yeah.
I wouldn't drink.
But when you stop and you was
When
off, you was
I
drinking.
stop, I have certain places I stopped at.
Yeah. On your 10-hour break. Or 8,
Yeah,
whatever
there
it was
There was no
then.
10-hour break, man.
Because you had to log, to
Yeah,
pay
that's
for
different
logs.
laws, man. You know.
Yeah.
Every time my second seat would get up from sleeping, I tell him he just got done driving. It's like I keep driving. I would never let him drive.
Yeah.
I wouldn't let him drive. I
Yeah.
go all the time.
Yeah. So nowadays that you live in your car driving place to place, do you ever encounter like any situations on the road?
Like what?
Like just anything that's going down, like
Not really. I mean, I've seen a couple accidents.
like do you get kicked out of a lot of places? Or you pretty much just stop at truck stops?
I stop at the truck stop, but it's a panhandle. You gotta be careful how you do it. Because people really don't mind you doing it, but other people complain and it just hurts their business, I guess.
Yeah.
But the TA, they made me leave the other day.
So people really be
I ain't
complaining
said-
about
I
that.
ain't nobody said nothing to me about here yet. I've been here in love since I've done that.
So they ain't nobody said nothing to you.
Ain't nobody said shit yet.
Yeah.
I've had some bad looks, and I've been thought they was gonna come and tell on me.
Yeah, because I understand probably because what made me start to do this at the truck stop in Jackson, Mississippi. When I had a regional job, I was home every week, and every week I came home, the same group of people was meeting me. They was there every week. I said, you don't remember asking me last week? You don't remember asking me last week? So it's like all that.
Yeah.
Like they should know the people who they're
Right.
by now. So that's when I just started interviewing. Okay, if you want to make some money, I started doing the interviews because the same people. And I understand that. Yeah, that just get old.
Yeah.
Like you here every day, all day. And I'm home only these days, so I know you here. Imagine every time I get
see me
here,
every week?
whatever. No, this is my first time seeing you. Imagine like every time you go to a place, and when I go there, it's always different times.
Yeah.
And you always there, so that means you there every day, all day,
Right.
pretty much doing your runs.
Yeah.
And then
Why
like,
don't you just stick around too long
yeah,
at one spot?
yeah. But you do got wheels, so you're different. Than you travel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a little gypsy in me, I believe.
All right, before we get out of here, do you got any interesting stories and jokes or anything that you would like to leave out with on a further note?
Well, one time I was going down Needles. You know Needles?
Yeah, I know Needle. That's why I came up with my first, when I started my Twisted Swatch of clothing. I thought about it when I was in Needles. I said, okay, that's the needle for the threads.
You know, so Sam Kennison died back going around Needles. He died out there. Sam Kennison. You know Sam Kennison? He used to be a preacher and became a comedy guy. But anyway, I was going down Needles. My daddy taught me to go down in the mountains with your trolley valve at 10 to 12 pounds of pressure. If you got a pressure gauge on your truck,
Yeah.
put your trolley valve about 10 pounds of pressure and just leave it there.
Yeah.
You're going down the mountains, downshift. All right? So I'm going down Needles, 55 mile an hour with 12 pounds of pressure on my trolley valve. 55 all the way down the mountain.
Yeah.
I get down the Valley Fucking Mountain and I forget to take my trolley valve off. I'm cruising down the road about 70 miles an hour and the guy says, Olympic. I said, yeah, go ahead. He said, your trailer tires are glowing. I said, oh shit, I looked down, my trolley valve was on. You know what my dumb ass does?
What's that?
Release the trolley valve. You know what happened then? The tires caught on fire.
Because you burnt the brakes up.
Burnt the brakes up. Tires.
You didn't have to hit no runaway ramp, did it?
As soon as I released, I was off the mountain already. As soon as
Yeah.
I released the trolley valve, the air got to it and blowed the brakes up. Luckily, there was
Fire
a rest area right there.
Yeah.
I pulled in that rest area. There ain't nothing but sand out there by Needles.
Yeah.
Fire extinguisher didn't phase the fire. So So I just started throwing sand on it.
Yeah.
I threw sand on it, got it out, and you know I commenced to keep driving that truck. I drove that truck down Interstate 15 with the chicken house at the bottom of the scale.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Interstate 15, the chicken, speed limit 35 miles an hour for trucks going down that hill.
Yeah.
I went down that hill with that truck.
After
As
just did the fire.
As the fire. Now tell me I don't know how to
You got
drive a
some
truck.
balls.
Tell me
You
I
got
don't know how to
some
drive a truck,
balls.
bro.
You got some balls.
Tell me I can't drive a truck. I drove that truck down that Mugger Mountain. Luckily, the scout house was closed.
Yeah.
Luckily, the house was closed.
I don't know why they got one on there.
Because they're gonna fucking drivers that don't know how to use their brakes. They're gonna come in their corner, smoking brakes, and break me smoking in the hell.
Yeah, so they gonna make you slow down.
So I'm going into Fontana. I'm gonna set it down. I'm gonna party. As I come down the hill, chicken house closed. I fire me up a joint. Going down the hill, no brakes, right? Focus, going down the hill. Get into Fontana on Terry Street. You know where that's at? It was a big party spot for truck drivers. There's a right turn lane for trucks. It's wide enough. You know how trucks make that wide turn?
Yeah.
Well, this lane's wide enough. I turn right, and as soon as I looked to make sure I was off the curb, I'm on top of the fucking car.
No.
Right on top of the car. 34,000 pounds of Windex on my tandem tires on her lap. On the bitch's lap. And the cop's like, can you pull up? I'm like, motherfucker, can I pull up? All I'm gonna do is drag the fucking car. Let me back up. You gotta back the ambulance up. I thought I was going to jail, dude. I thought I was going to prison. Thank God she had a beer between her legs. She was drunk. And they didn't ask me, they asked me my logbook.
Oh, she had beer?
Yeah.
Oh, so she was drunk. So
Thank
she
God.
got
Thank God.
Because it was,
I went to prison.
Yeah. You didn't kill her.
I went to prison. It didn't hurt her at all.
Oh.
But still, weed back then. Smoking. I was smoking weed. I had a system. I had weed in the truck.
So they didn't check
I
none
didn't
of
take
that.
nothing. I checked my logbook or nothing. But my daddy told me, he said, now son, you see how the damage you did to that car doing what? Was you doing 2 miles an hour? I said, yeah. He said, think about one doing 70 miles an hour. You know, I didn't drive a truck. I was 55 miles an hour for about 3 weeks. I was about 55 miles. That shook me.
Yeah.
That shook me.
Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah, that was a good one. That was a good one.
You can just see, all of a sudden my headlights just went bling, pop out. The car headlights,
Yeah.
I looked in the mirror to see what I was missing, the curve, and the headlights went straight up the fucking air. I set that brake, son, got out, and look, my trailer tires was on her fucking lap. So when I set them fucking brakes, it was on her lap.
Yeah.
That was bad.
All right, that was a good one there. I appreciate you taking the time out to sit down with me
no problem.
and tell your story. But do you have a cash app for anything? If supporters want to reach out and send you anything, you got a cash app?
No. I have a phone right now.
Facebook or anything they can reach out if they want to donate?
No, but I'll get you write your information down.
What's that?
Write your information down for me,
So I'll write my information down, and if anybody out there who want to donate, and send it to him, I'm gonna put my cash app up there, and you send it to me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give him my information, and he can call me, and I'm gonna get it to him.
All right.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Y'all, peace out.
That's Samson.
So that's Samson.
That's Samson.
Was that the name they gave him, or you gave him that name?
He's strong too.
He be pulling.
He's strong a lot.
Yeah, he look good. That's a big roster too. Samson the name.
Samson, no.
Samson, you want that food on it, Samson?
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Samson want that food. Samson, you want that food, Samson?
I'm from the M-I-S-S-I. S-S-I. P-P-I.
Hold up, wait a minute, let me put my 2 cents in it. Cause my rims on my truck, they still spinning.
I'm from the M-I. Crooked letter, crooked letter.